Hare Krishna, welcome to Morning Amrut Vani program. His Grace Rupavilas Prabhuji will be giving these transcendental words of wisdom. Bhakta Rameshwar Naik Prabhuji will be reading the Nama Amrita. Welcome to everyone once again. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandvat Pranam.
Hare Krishna.
Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitamena Tasmaya Sri Gurave Namaha. Namamrita. Rather than discuss the Lord's confidential, transcendental pastimes among mundane moralists who misinterpret them, one should give them the Maha Mantra so that they may become gradually purified and elevated to the transcendental understanding. Priest calling Madhavendra Puri. Holding the pot of sweet rice, the priest called, will he, whose name is Madhavendra Puri, please come and take this pot. Gopinatha has stolen this pot for you. The priest continued. Would sannyasi, whose name is Madhavendra Puri, please come and take this pot of sweet rice and enjoy the prasad with great happiness? You are the most fortunate person within these three worlds. The difference between the absolute truth and relative truth is explained here. Lord Gopinatha has openly declared herein that he is a thief. He has stolen the pot of sweet rice, and this was not kept as secret because his act of stealing is a source of great transcendental bliss. In the material world, theft is criminal, but in the spiritual world, the lost stealing is source of transcendental bliss. Mundane rascals who cannot understand the absolute nature of the personality of Godhead sometimes call the Lord Krishna immoral, but they do not know that his seemingly immoral activities, which are kept secret, afford pleasure to the devotees. Not understanding the transcendental behavior of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, these rascals slur his character and immediately fall into the category of miscreants, rascals, lowest among men, demons, and those whose knowledge is taken away by illusory energy. Although Krishna is the purest of pure, mundane people thinking of Krishna pastime that appear immoral, themselves become polluted. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu therefore never publicly discussed Krishna's dealing with gopis. He used to discuss these dealings only with three confidential friends. He never discussed Ras Leela publicly, as the professional reciters do, although they do not understand the Krishna or the nature of audiences. However, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu encouraged the public chanting of holy name on a huge scale for as many years as possible. He is an example of personal benediction by Krishna's immoral activity. By Gopinath's stealing for his devotees, the devotees become the most fortunate person within the three worlds. Thus, even the Lord's criminal activity. Just hold on. Thus, even the Lord's criminal activities make his devotees most fortunate person. How can a mundane rascal understand the pastimes of the Krishna and judge whether he is a moral or immoral? Since Krishna is absolute truth, there are no mundane distinctions such as moral and immoral. Whatever he does good, this is the real meaning of God is good. He is good in all circumstances because He is transcendental, outside the jurisdiction of the material world. Therefore, Krishna can be understood only by those who are already living in the spiritual world. One who is engaged in unalloyed devotional service to the Lord is already situated in the spiritual world. Brahma Bhuya Kalpate. In all circumstances, his activities and dealings with Krishna are transcendental and thus not understandable by mundane moralists. It is therefore better not to discuss such activities among mundane people. It is better to give them the Hare Krishna Mahamantra so that they will be gradually purified and then come to understand the transcendental activities. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. श्री राधाराज बिहारी भगवान की जय, ललिता सती विशाखा माता की जय, गिरिराज गोवर्धन महाराज की जय, सीताराम लक्ष्मण हनुमान की जय, गौरांग निताय महाप्रभु की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय, हिज गोपाल कृष्ण गोस्वामी महाराज की जय, संवेद भक्तवृंद की जय, मॉर्निंग चैंटिंग प्रोग्राम की जय. Why it is so important that for neurified people only the holy name is given. Swayam Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, through his examples, teaches us that whenever we are speaking in public, we should never discuss the confidential pastimes of the holy name, because their mind is covered by ignorance, their mind is covered by passion, their mind is covered by many material desires. So they try to see with that eyes. It is said, if a person is having a cataract, आँख में मोतिया है, and if he sees the sun, he will not be able to see the sun properly. There will be blurriness in his eyes. Similarly, when the person is having these types of consciousness, passion, ignorance, and many material desires, and when you talk about Krishna, he tries to see the Lord through that consciousness, and he misinterprets the Lord's pastimes. Janma karma cha me divyam evam yo veti tatvata त्यक्त्वा देहं पुनर्जन्म नैति मामेति so Arjuna. Lord says, my janma and my karmas are not material, they are divine. And that's why only a divine personality can understand Lord's pastimes. And to make the mind divine, one has to first clean and chant the holy name. And that's why mass congregation is required. So we recommend the person who come first somehow they should start chanting the holy name. Anyhow, they should chant. Because if you don't make them chant and try to speak, and if you want to speak Bhagavad Gita, you want to speak the knowledge about Atma and the Sharira. That is the first step to give the knowledge, not to speak about Krishna's pastimes. Because they think Krishna to be equal like any other demigod. They think Krishna to be immoral, because they themselves are immoral. So they try to bring the Lord in that category, and that's why there are Mayavadis, who we called that Mayavadis say that Lord is Nirakar. Why? Because it's very easy. Nirakar means he has no problem. So that's why whenever we are preaching or whenever we are coming in contact, we should speak about Atma and Sharira, the first lesson in Bhagavad Gita, and we should speak of purification of mind. And the purification of mind starts by constant and loud chanting of the holy name. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. So when we do this chanting in mass scale, so many people get benefit. Knowing unknowingly, their sukriti increases. Knowing unknowingly, they get connected with the holy name. And that is what is our movement. to generate Sukriti. We are distributing this Bhagavad Gita to generate Sukriti in the people, that they touch the Bhagavad Gita, they see the Bhagavad Gita, they read the Bhagavad Gita, and somehow get connected with Krishna. That is what is our movement. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has said that Jivana Sarthaka Kari Hara Parupkar. At first, chant the holy name, read, serve the Vaishnavas. That is how we can do the Jivan Sarthaka. And then do the Parupkar by giving the holy name to others, by giving Bhagavad Gita to others, by distributing prasad to others. That is how we can connect that Jiva with Krishna and make our life successful and his life successful. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. Shil Prabhupada ki jai, morning chanting program ki jai, Samvet Bhakt Vrinda ki